Good morning. The Old Fisherman back with you again. Lake Monticello once again. And we're going to try to catch some more of these white perch. We got one on as we speak. We're going to bring him in. Monticello white perch. Nice one too. Look at that. Look at that. A nice Monticello Magnum. Look at the size of that fish. Huh? Look at the size of that fish, people. That's a big one. Monticello Magnum white perch. I'll drop back down, see if we can catch another one of these magnums. Lake Monticello. You got to love it. You got to love it. Line's all twisted up on the end of the rod. You ain't got to love that. Anyhow, we'll get it. Drop it back down on Lake Monticello. Got about 45 foot of water. We're going to try to catch some more of these white perch. Drop it to the bottom. See if we can make it happen. Getting windy now. Getting windy. This is our second spot. We probably caught 15 or 20 at the first spot, and then a boat come right up on top of me, so I had to leave. I mean, he come within 10 yards of me. Me sitting there fishing, I didn't even know him. It'd be nice if I knew the man, but I didn't even know him, so they was rude, and they come right up on me, and I just left. Let them have it. I tell you people, when you see a man out there fishing, there ain't no sense in coming up 10 yards from him and not even speak. One thing if you're a buddy, but somebody that rude. And then I said, do I know y'all? He wanted to act ugly, so I just left. I tell you. And you know, the sad thing about it, it was older fellas too. They ought to know better than that. They ought to know better than act like youngins. But anyhow, hey, it is what it is. People want to be ugly. I don't know. I was on some fish. I had to leave them. I was sat there and deal with that. They were right on top of me. I couldn't talk to the camera. Nothing. So, hey, try not to be so rude and come right up on top of people. Be courteous to a fisherman. Do unto others as you want them to do unto you. They sure wouldn't like me coming up on them like that. But they come right up on me. And then I thought I'd be friendly, and then they want to be ugly. So I left. I left, went somewhere else. I tell you what. I don't understand people. But anyhow, hey, sad thing is they've probably been looking at my shows. I'm guessing, I don't know that now, I'm assuming. And probably I'm teaching them how to fish and they want to come out and be rude to the man teaching them. I don't know what the deal is. But anyhow, it is what it is. They're sitting right over there right now where I want to be. I just had to leave. Old Fisherman, he gets riled up, somebody gets ugly to him now. I like friends. I love people come out and chat with me and fish by me. I don't mind, but to come up and get right on top of me and be ugly, that's another thing. I don't care for that. But I'll get over it. I'll come out here, I'll find some fish somewhere else. I ain't got to fish there. And we're going to try to catch some of these Monticello white perch out here about 300 yards from where I want to be. But that's okay. I can catch them out here too. Old fish will find them somewhere. But I sure left some fish. I left those of them guys. There's enough Monticello white perch. See that? I tell you, I can find them. I don't have to be in one spot. Anyhow, we're catching more Monticello white perch today. And having just a good time, loving life is what we're doing. Loving life on Lake Monticello. And trying not to get my feathers ruffled from uncourteous people. You would think a man when he gets, I'm guessing them guys might have been older than me. I don't understand where they come up, how they come up. My daddy taught me never to come up on top of somebody. And then on top of that, they circle around with the big motor running about 5 times before they decided to stop right on me. Like I wasn't even there. So, hey, we let them have it. We let them have it. I don't know. I sure couldn't do a film with them sitting there like that, being ugly to me. So I had to leave. I had to leave. They might not even know who the Old Fisherman is. And could probably care less, but hey, I'm sure them two could care less. As rude as they were, they could care less. You would never see the Old Fisherman drive up on somebody and try to sit right beside him and fish. Especially run around him while he's fishing with your motor and see exactly what he's on 30 yards from him, 20 yards from him. I mean, it was like I wasn't even there. I'm thinking, I know y'all. They cut off the motor. The fella threw off his hat. I said, who? I know y'all? I don't think so. He wanted to tell me who he was, like he was going to throw off his hat and fight me or something. I don't know what to deal with. Got a problem? Got a problem. Lake Monticello, we catching white perch again. Hey, dealing with uncourteous fishing. We got another coming in. We got another. Oh, we got two more coming in. Lake Monticello fish. Lake Monticello fish. You gotta love it, people. Fish one hole catching, go to another hole catching. What he does, that's what he does best. And we are back here trying to get my nerves settled down and enjoy my day, and don't let two old codgers aggravate me. That's what they done. And my arms is open to anybody who wants to come talk to me and be friendly. And they can fish in my boat. I don't care. But Lord have mercy, them fellas is another breeze. You know, I don't know what kind of raisin they had. You'd think they'd have some good raisin. They're old. Apparently not. All right, we're back on the Lake Monticello perch, and we're gonna make a video. Be happy doing it. Be happy doing it on a Thursday, and you gotta love it. Get my mind off of the bad things and get my mind focused on these fish and enjoy myself. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. And enjoy this place I do love most of the time. Most of the time. Drop her back down. Hey, things are good, looking up. Hey, maybe that happened for a reason. Push me out here and catch more fish. I don't know. But hey, people, be courteous to other people. That's all I'm saying. You know, be friendly. It takes no more effort to be friendly to a person than to be ugly to a person. And you can be ugly and lose friends. You can be friendly and have friends. So, you know, try to be positive thinking. Be nice to your fellow fisherman or your fellow anybody, fellow person. Have a smile on your face and don't get somebody else's blood pressure up from your stupidity. Mercy. A long time since I've been run off the spot, but I sure got run off of that spot. And here we go. Lake Monticello still catching white perch. They're not the monsters, but hey, every so often we'll get a good size, and that's a little. We're gonna throw him back, I reckon. Yeah, we're gonna throw him back. Number back down, catching another. I got plenty of fish on them. There's plenty of fish on them. Plenty of fish on them. And we're gonna sit right here and enjoy ourselves another day in this wonderful world. Enjoy life. Mother Nature at its finest. The scenery, a little breeze blowing, and the fish are biting. That's all you can ask for. A little scenery, breeze is blowing, fish is biting. And the Old Fisherman is doing it again. And we ain't on the jumbo magnums right now, but hopefully we'll get on some. We on the mini mites. I'm gonna call these the mini mites. The throwback mini mites. Not the jumbo magnums, mini mites. So, oh Lord, the fish finder is covered. I don't mind that. The fish finder is covering. Apparently the fish are starting to feed. We've got a little breeze blowing. It's not calm like it was yesterday. Although we had a good day. Me and Mike both caught a pile of fish yesterday. I don't know if Mike knew it, but I kept 50 fish. I must have threw back 50 fish. And that was that wasn't a great day for me, but it was good enough, and I enjoyed every bit of it. And old Mike, he had an ice chest slam full. I don't know how many he had, but he got in them magnums yesterday morning. While I was up here on my other video I just posted this morning catching the semi-magnum, but he was catching the magnums over there in another spot. And now there is a magnum. That's the kind of perch you want to catch right there. Super magnum is what this is. Super. For this time of the year, that's super magnum. If that jug would be full of eggs, that'd be a whopper. I'm gonna tell you that right now. That'd be a dolly whopper. I guess it's still a whopper, not a super dolly whopper, but that's still a whopper. You got it, Old Fisherman's back at it again. He's gonna get fired up here in a minute. And we got a new blue shirt on here this morning. Sporting a new blue shirt. My wife, I tell you, I love her to death. She got me 4 of them. I got a navy blue to wear tomorrow, I reckon. So I got a light green, one of them lime yellows, lime green, and then I got this baby blue, and then I got a dark blue shirt, all with the old symbol on it on the back. And we working on getting some t-shirts or something going out there. We got to learn. Man, we don't know nothing about marketing and getting things ready and how you going to ship them and all that kind of stuff. I already got plenty of people around the house wants to buy one of these shirts. And online, a few people talking about it. I just got, I don't know when I'm going to have time to do all this stuff, people. I got to fish. I like these shirts. I do. And my son, thanks to him and my wife, my son mostly, he had this print made and, on the computer. Some buddies of his, they got together and done that. And it, it resembles the old fisherman sitting in the boat, but I got 3 fish on coming in, and I got my little camera in the back. They got sticking up there. Somebody thought it was a light pole, but it's my selfie stick holding my camera. And I'm really proud of them for doing that for me. And they done that for my birthday. And these shirts were a birthday present for my wife. It was a little late getting them, but hey. And she won't tell me how much they cost. I can't even come up with a price. So when my wife keeps it quiet on how much something costs, I'm sure it was expensive. I know that red-headed wife of mine. And when you can't get a number out of her, it was bad. So she had this, her girlfriend had brought it this stuff on the shirt, and it cost a lot to get that done. Because now she said she got the girlfriend discount, and she won't even tell me what it costs with the girlfriend discount. So that's what kind of worries me. But hey, I got it for nothing, and she paid for it, so I better shut up. But I don't know. I had a couple buddies want one just like it. Right there where I eat breakfast in the morning. And my wife won't tell me how much they cost. How am I going to tell them how much they cost? And she won't tell me, and I don't know. But she bought the shirts from Academy Sport. They got them down there. They nice little shirts. They're real thin, good summertime shirts. I like them. And I like the looks of them. But they're light. They're real light now. They're not heavy duty. And that's what you want in the summertime. But she bought the shirts from Academy, and then she took them over to her girlfriend, Mary Keels. Mary Keels is the girl that brought it. She got her own little business and doing a wonderful job with it. I think she's overloaded with so much work. But, hey, and if I was to get these shirts going, and she'd have to do all that, I don't know if she could handle all that embroidery because it took a while to get 4. But we got some. In fact, I even got that decal, come up with that little decal you can stick on your windows of your truck with the Old Fisherman. But now I got one. I don't know how we're going to get more in. My wife's doing all that, and she's learning. And apparently there's some kind of way you can go on YouTube and market this stuff, and because I don't know. Hey, I'm good just to catch a fish. So, but they look really nice. And like I say, all the guys that seen them at the breakfast, they want one. And I don't know what they'd cost. I don't know if they want to pay the price these things might cost to get them embroidered. And then with their name on them now, they want their name on it instead of Steve Cumberlander, natural. But hey, I don't know what we're gonna do. But we'll do something. It might take a while though. I can't promise it. And we fixing to go to the beach too. I know we ain't gonna do nothing down there. And she said she's gonna investigate some stuff at the beach with a laptop. like she's got time. She's over there working. She comes home, people, and she gets up. I hate to tell you, but her closer to 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning to get ready to go to work. She's at work at 6, but she's got to do her little lady thing in the morning, take her time. She gets up early. She goes to bed early, so she gets home. That's why I leave early to have dinner ready, because, hey, we got to eat early. She goes to bed at 8 o'clock. And I'm in there. She'll post all my stuff on YouTube. And I'm in there in the middle of the night trying to type all these comments back, responses back on my replies back on my comments. And she's in there snoring. I go to bed midnight, and I get up about 6 or before 6, probably 5:30 myself, and get ready to go back fishing again. So I'm telling you right now, it's working me to death. I don't mind telling you, it's working the Old Fisherman to death. I'm gonna fall asleep in front of the doggone computer, and I never used to sit in front of the computer. I always look at TV. I don't even see no TV no more. None of my Discovery Channel. I like to watch all that crazy stuff on Discovery. Alaskan people and all that gold mining and Alaskan crab, all that crazy deadliest kid. I like to look at all that stuff. I don't get to see no TV. All I do is see the Old Fisherman fishing again. After I do it, I got to look at it, make sure it's presentable. And so it's a job doing all this, getting this stuff out. Hey, it's kind of like a little job for no money. Ain't no money involved. I work a lot harder than I did when I was working, and making a lot less. But anyhow, I'm having a good time. I'm gonna tell you, when you get people like Pam and Todd the other day that come over and want to take your picture, and like you some kind of celebrity, and you ain't nothing but a normal old country boy, and that's a special feeling. I never had that feeling before, and I got to thank them for making me feel mighty special on this lake a couple of days ago. And that Pam, she was nervous, and Todd was nervous, and they was wanting to do selfies. I really enjoyed that. First encounter I had like that. I mean, and they made me feel special. And I know I'm not special, but they made me feel special. And I want to thank them. That was all a man could ask for right there. My goodness. But anyhow, hey, I got to talking. Guess what? The fish are gone. You know what we got to do when that happens? I done got y'all programmed now. No, we gonna beat on the boat. Anytime thing slows up, the Old Fisherman beats on the boat. That's his plug. He goes to a net and a pram. Net and a pram. For a little bit, I didn't mark. I knew it was kind of where I'm at. I didn't really mark it, like pinpoint it like I needed to on that one. I know where these ridges are out here, though. And, I'm fishing in familiar water, so I don't have to really mark every spot. Like I told you, these fish will get under you and follow you. You drift off of where you start. You don't stay exactly where you start. So that's why I don't throw out a buoy. A buoy works good in the cold winter. But when these fish move around, I notice them old codgers over yonder. I don't know call them old codgers. Them fellas over yonder aggravated me, so they threw out a buoy right on top of it, like they marking a spot. But those fish will follow you. They moving, and they following wherever the activity is. If you got them stirred up under you, they'll follow you. And when you drop that plug down, they'll move to where your plug is. You don't have to throw out a buoy. But I guess not, and I ain't gonna say they're not good fishermen. They might be better fishermen than me. You're gonna throw out a buoy because you're scared you're gonna get off the spot. That works in the winter time. If you're on a little drop or something, they hanging real tight. But this time of year, the fish don't hang tight. This time of year, them suckers, they'll have to be over yonder 50 yards in 10 minutes. They over here 50 yards. They ain't gonna stay on one little drop. They're following the bait. So that buoy is about as useless as you can get. Now, it'll give you an idea of where you want to be, and that might be what they're doing. But hey, to throw out a buoy right when you start catching fish is the cardinal sin right now. I'm tell you that right now. You messing up. And it will. They get used to that. They get used to, the fish put two and two together after a while. That's why I'm surprised they still come to the boat, the beating the boat. They're still doing that. And I'm surprised. And I think it's putting out a herring sound, a shad sound, that tapping. I think that's what bait fish, when they get all together in the school and they all swim, it puts out a little fluttering noise. And I think that's what they're coming for, is they think it's a school shad. That's what I think. And puts out a vibration of schooling shad. What it does. And that's what it does. And I think that's why that aluminum net, aluminum boat works real well. It's because of the vibration that it's putting out on the boat, and it makes it sound like dying shad, quivering shad, or just shad in general. And there's another Monticello white perch. You got to love it. Old Fisherman's doing it again. He's not catching them 3 at a time, but he's catching some, and that's all you can ask for. And right now, the mother load is on us. See, you catch a couple fish, and the whole bunch follows you. They come to that fish, and then they stir off the bottom, swimming behind him, wondering what's going on. And I keep saying it, but that's what they're doing. And then they stir up, and I see them from top to bottom. They all over the place, 44 foot of water. The mother load is under us, and we might catch a mother load today. This might be a jumbo delight day here. You know, we catching some nice ones. All of them are nice. I'll tell you that right now. But they down there. And when they down there like that, you want to fast troll it. And I guarantee you, I get around in a circle. I don't want to get off of them, troll away from them too much, but I'm trying to hold it through the coming out of circle swing and keep it kind of in a circle here, is what we're doing. If I troll straight, I'm going to pull the fish out trying away from them. That's another reason I troll in a circle. I try to keep them under. They hit it. I try to keep the fish under instead of pulling them away too far. That way they stand in a zone under them. They is. And they stay in a zone, and you can catch more of them like that. See, I'm just circling this boat. And doing that, the boat's sloshing on the waves, and it's making a sound, a little noise. They even got that plug right there clinging on the side of the boat. Makes a little noise. Well, that little vibration, me throwing them in the drum, that's another thing I think makes the noise and makes them want to come to here. And they come to the noise. And 46 foot, they're everywhere. If I get it down, and I do that coming down a circle swing, in a circle, which is making I'm probably doing about a 30 yard circle. That's all I'm doing. So I'm trying to keep them stirred up in this 30-yard circle. With this boat going around circle. That's what we're doing. And that's what it takes, people. That's what it takes now. See, already got that. I know what I'm talking about. I'm stirring them up, keep them stirred. You got to do it. You got to do it or they'll leave you. They'll get uninterested and leave you. Kind of like you looking at my videos. If I ain't got some action going on, you get uninterested. The same way with the fish. If you ain't got the action down there to keep them interested, they'll leave you. So, you got to keep the attention span of a person on a video, and then you got to keep the attention span of a fish in the lake. It's the same thing in a different version. It's the attention span. And hey, it's hard to keep people's attention. You know, the younger you are, I've noticed on my shows, of course most people don't look at about 8 minutes. You know, your true fishermen that enjoy what I'm showing here, they're gonna look at the whole show. But most of these younger people, my kids is one of them, they'll look at a couple minutes, they're gone. They can't stand it. They can't sit down long enough to learn and see what I'm trying to teach. And that's a child's problem. The attention span ain't there. They got too much other things they think they want to look at. So they ain't got time looking at an old man fishing. But that's what's happening. That's why my attention level is down about 8 minutes on the show. Because people see a little bit of it, get tired of it. They don't care about what I got to say. And hey, I ain't got to say much. I'm just trying to make a show, and that is a jumbo delight. Look at there. Oh my, that is a monster perch. That, my friend, is a monster white perch. You got to love it. The Old Fisherman. Back at it again. I'm gonna show you this perch. I was dropping it down. Look at that perch. That's a monster. I'm telling you, that's a monster white perch. For this time of year, that's a big one. Them suckers ain't got no eggs. Hey, them perch will have a quarter pound of eggs or half a pound of eggs in them when they full of eggs. Now they ain't got them eggs. and it's fish. I wish I could just turn. I wish I had that thing on the remote where I could turn it when I wanted to, and turn that thing, the camera to that fish finder. I go up there and try to grab it and turn it. It'll cut itself off every time I mess up. So I hate to do it. But there's fish all up on me. There's fish all up on me. They're here, and the old fisherman is going to catch them. You watch what I tell you. Now I'm gonna speed up. You want it going fast, that circle right there. Oh, got off. I had him. He got off. Hey, you want it going in a circle fast, let it back down, let it to the bottom, and you get the circle swing going real fast. There you go. See what I mean? I got this boat going real fast. I mean real fast. And the circle swing will kill them. I'm not sitting still, jerking up and down. That's what them fellas over yonder's doing. They got a little spoon on, just jerking up and down. I'm moving this boat, and I'm making excited looking for them. I'm making them excited, and they are hitting it. One of them halfway deep, the other small, but hey, that's what's happening. Fish ain't no different than a person. Looking at a video, you got to make it exciting. I like to excite these fish, and I like to excite my viewers. That's why I talk, and that's why I get all hyped up and excited about doing it. Because I know that enthusiasm is the key. You got to be enthusiastic about what you're doing, and that makes you focus, and that makes you be on top of your game. I don't care if you playing ball, if you working, or if you fishing. You got to be enthusiastic. And hey, the key is you got to like what you're doing. If you don't like what you're doing, you can't be enthusiastic about doing it. And you know what? You won't be good at it. Work, I don't care what it is. If you play baseball and you like playing baseball, you be enthusiastic about playing baseball, and you will focus and you will be a good ball player. It's all about finding what you like to do in life. That's the key. And make it be a challenge to you. Make it be something that you really want to be good at, instead of something I'm just going to work and I don't care if I get anything done today. As long as I'm getting a paycheck, that ain't the way it works. You got a job you don't want to be at when you're like that. You need to be somewhere where it's almost like fun working. And I know there's a zillion people out there going to say, yeah, I wish I had that. And you do. You wish you had that. I didn't like doing electrical work. It's hard work. But you know what I liked about electrical work? In the same way with this daggone fishing. It was the challenge. They give me a plan to a big old school, and I was the man going to be in charge to put it in. It was the challenge that excited me. It wasn't the hard work, because I hate hard work, man. But I don't mind doing hard work. I don't mind doing the work that it takes to be good, to accomplish the challenge that I'm trying to do. So it's the challenge that what you're looking at. And if you like the challenge, any kind of challenge in life, you'll be good at a lot of stuff. If you want to be lazy and not do nothing and just get by, you'll never be good at nothing. Challenge, listen to what the old fishermen say. You've got to want to do it, then you got to have the drive to do it. And if you don't have all those combinations, you won't be successful. The successful people are people that's got the drive and the willpower to keep on doing it, keep on and like what they're doing, and be better than the challenge that's what you taking on. You got to be better than the challenge. You got to be able to show yourself that you can overcome any obstacle in your way. Any obstacle in your way that you can overcome. We out here talking and catching fish, and I just lost my doggone gut shrimp end. He done bit it slam off, and I got to get another one. Hey, I can't be fishing out there without having at least one gut shrimp on. Although Berkeley won't send me none. Hey, Miss Pam and Mr. Todd sent me 2 packs. God bless them, because I'm about to use one of them up. I've been using that Bolton here lately, and I like that Bolton, because they give me a Bolton and a new penny. And God bless them is all I got to say, because the old fisherman was going to have to go to the store, and I guarantee you, you mark what I tell you, there won't be one in Columbia to find, because the old fisherman done sold them all from Berkeley. So I'm probably going to have to order. Ain't that a shame? Now you tell me that ain't a shame. I probably done sold 100,000 gut shrimp or more, And Berkeley ain't giving me not one. They ought to be ashamed of themselves. That's all I got to say. They ought to be ashamed. One day, that's going to change. They make me mad. Cumberland is going to make his own jig that looks similar to a gulp shrimp without his juice, and show him that that juice ain't what it takes. Is that doggone flat tail is what I think it takes. And that's my thinking, but that might be wrong. I think that juice is just a daggone gimmick. But the catfish bite, I can't say they don't. So, hey, it might work on some fish, it might work on flounder, it might work on trout. But I can tell you, I think the flat tail and the way it glides down when I let it back down is what's doing it. I can't say that they don't like that smell. I can't say that. They ain't no proof. And I do know that a buddy of mine said if you drop some of that gulp alive in one of them tanks where they got the bass, that they'll suck it in, where one that don't have it on will spit it right back out. So they might hold on to it longer because it's got a smell and it's got a natural feel to it. And I do believe in some of that smell now. But hey, I'm really thinking that you can take just a rubber jig and make it look similar to a gulp shrimp, maybe a little bit smaller. And I tear the whiskers off. I don't leave the whiskers on my gulp shrimp. I don't know if y'all noticed that. I don't even know if I told you that. But I pinch them whiskers off, and I don't know if it makes any difference whatsoever. It just, I pinch them off because I don't want them looking like a shrimp. I want them to look more like a shad. I think that's what they think they are, a shad. That's what I think. They think a shad, then they're trying to get away from them, and that glide and the action of that plug is what they like. Because I've used some of these other little jigs that Gulp's got, little bullets and wiggle tails and stuff like that, and I don't like them as good because they don't glide and they'll tend to twist up my line more. So that Gulp shrimp, the reason I like it more than the other jigs, and that Mr. Crappie the same way, it's a solid body, it don't twist up my jigs. But you get a lighter jig, it seems to not work as good. I've tried every jig there is. I went from mini jigs to flat tail jigs to curly tail jigs to triple ripple jigs. I don't think our Old Fisherman ain't tried them all. And I keep coming back to the Mr. Crappie I just stumbled on this year, and that works real well. And I think it's because it's a solid body. You can catch a lot more than Mr. Crappie. On one Mr. Crappie, you can't a gulp shrimp. I can tell you that right now. If you get them biting Mr. Crappie, it's a lot cheaper, is what I'm trying to say, than a gulp shrimp. But hey, right now, they hit the molten gulp shrimp right up top of Mr. Crappie. What they're doing, Mr. Crappie ain't catching that many. The gulp shrimp's catching them. I don't know if y'all noticed that, but that's what's happening. The gulp shrimp is catching the fish. And now I got off of it. I think I might have moved back a little bit, but that don't make no difference. I just call them right back in. And make them come to me. I don't have to go to them, make them come to me. That's the key. You make them come to you. Stir them up, bring them to you. Why do I want to go around looking for them? I make them come to me. Kind of like baiting a dove field. You make the doves come to you. You don't go out in the middle of a pasture somewhere and hope one fly by. You get somewhere where they're coming to you. It's like them cows I was talking about. Cow, a foreman goes out and blows the horn and brings the cows. It don't take long, them cows come to you. They know it's something to get eaten, something's gonna be food's gonna be there for them. Well, the same way, you beat on that boat, the fish come back to you. See that what I'm talking about? You see, I prove it time and time again. You beat on the boat, fish come to you. And that, my friend, is a nice one. That is a jumbo magnum delight, and guess what he hit? I hate to say it. The molten gulp shrimp. The molten gulp shrimp is what he hit. It's got a little bluish tint to it, blue and white, and they like it. I'm telling you right now, they like it. I tell you, this fishing is something. I think back to how it's changed my lifetime over the years. The simple way we used to catch them now and how things has changed. If my daddy could come back and see me now making videos with a phone, catching fish, and beating on the boat, he would not believe it. He just would not believe it. People, you got to be able to adapt to changing times. Not just changing conditions, but changing times. Fish get pressured one way, they'll quit. Eventually, they won't hit this gulp shrimp. There'll be something else we have to come up with. I promise you, every plug that I ever caught them on, not that they don't really bite them still, but it seems like you just kind of move away from them and go find something better or something else and make it better. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's better or if it's something else making it better. If maybe you just stumble on things that was better in the beginning and find out what you was using ain't as good as what you thought it was. And that's what I'm thinking. But fishing is more about technique than the type of plug a lot of times. It's how you present it is what it's about. They would probably hit a lot of different things that I used to fish with like this right here. I don't doubt it a bit. But it's the technique. My technique has changed. Like I told all of y'all, I started just coming around a circle swing because of my shoulders. I can jerk to the side better than I can jerk up because of my shoulders hurt. So what I do? I started pulling the boat with the line going at a 45, and when I jerk with my wrist sideways. If you'll notice, my elbows always tucked in down here on my leg. The reason for that is this shoulder's wore out. I used to be like this. I can't do that no more. So you got to improvise. You got to change your ways when you can't do what you used to do. And you put your arm, your elbow down here, and that locks that shoulder where it ain't too much bind on it when I go to jerk. And it makes me jerk with my wrist and my elbow. But the only problem is my wrist is getting sore now. I'm about to wear it out. I don't know what I'm going to do. I reckon I'm going to come up with a robot to jerk and catch my fish for me while I put them on them. I don't know. Hey, I might just have to become a guide. Put people on them and get my satisfaction of putting people on them and let them catch them and do the jerk. How's that? That may be, you had to give me another boat, though. I had to give me another boat. Old Dawson Marine up there, he promised me all kind of things, but I ain't seen nothing. I ain't heard nothing, so, hey, a lot of people talk a big game, but they don't produce. I try to produce when I can talk it, but I don't know about that. I've heard all kind of things. He's gonna do this, he's gonna do that, and I ain't got one phone call. So, you know, I didn't give that up. I guess if I want me a new boat, the best thing to do is don't be obligated to nobody. Go buy the darn thing. Is what I think I'm gonna do. And then, hey, I ain't got no ties to nobody. I ain't got to do nothing but what I want to do. If I'm the only person involved, then, hey, guess what? I ain't got to please nobody but me. Of course, now, I ain't making no money. I ain't getting nothing for it, but I'm sure getting a lot of pleasure doing what I love to do on Lake Monticello, and that's to catch these dadgum white perch. You got to love it. I'm gonna let y'all go. We done caught a good minute out of talking a lot. I bet it's 30 minutes on that video. I bet you my wife's gonna scream when she sees this one. But I'm gonna show you a couple of these nice white perch before I go. And I done talked a lot, but I'm gonna show you a couple of jumbo delights that I just caught in here. If I can find a couple, hey, if there's a good many fishing here, I got to weed through them. But I'm gonna stand up here tight to the camera on this ice chest I'm probably gonna fall off of one day. And I'm gonna show you, look at that. Look at that. You think them ain't pretty? Those, my friend, are jumbo delights. And I love them. I don't mind telling you, I love them. I want to thank each and every one of you for watching my show. And I'll be back with you again on another video. Steve Cumberland of Lake Monticello.